to WRPB and WRPB Studios. So, you guys have been with me like 30 years plus, and know the interviews that I do, how they rate. So you know that the top interviews I do, or my favorites, are real estate, because I've done commercial real estate for so many years, and food, and theater. Now, next to me is Ben, and you're from the MLM Food Group, and you do Hudson's on the River.
Correct. Yep.
But I don't see any food here. So you're already losing points with me already.
I
What am I
should
going
have
to do
brought
with
you
you?
some food.
It's okay. So we were just talking about how you have to be a little crazy to be in the food space. How long are you around the food industry?
So I've been in it since I was 14. Started out washing dishes, and I'm in my young 40s now, so quite a while. And
That is quite
I've
a
been
while.
managing restaurants for over 20 years now, and came to them about 3 years ago. We opened Hudson's on the River back in March of 2022. So it's been open a little over a year and a half. We're right downtown Stewart.
And you guys, we weren't going to really bring it up and go into detail, but you manage actually 4 restaurants, right?
Correct. So we have a place called the Stewart Boathouse, which is in downtown Stewart, right in the heart next to the stage there where they do live music on Sundays. We
Oh,
have
that
another
one.
we have another place called Townie's Tavern, which is over in Palm City, off Southwest Martin Highway. And then we actually own a franchise of a Hurricane Grill and Wings.
Okay, so you're spread out over many different food types, correct?
Correct.
Are they hard to manage? I mean, we know the restaurant industry is brutal, but is it hard to manage restaurants that are in different, for lack of a better word, different style foods?
Yeah, no, it definitely does present a challenge. It's much easier if all 4 restaurants are the same food and same drink menu and all of that. But we kind of like the challenge. Again, we're not, we look for the challenge, and we run to it. We like doing the different concepts. It allows us some freedom and to kind of think outside the box and do different things.
Uh, you really here because I wanted to talk about Hudson's on the River.
Yes.
So it's open a little over a year,
Yep.
correct? So when you guys decided to do that, was there a menu in place in your mind? I'm guessing from the little bit I know, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, that a lot of the menu choices go through the chef and then the manager.
Yeah, so the chef obviously plays a huge role in that, but from a concept wise, when we were designing the concept, we had to be somewhat careful because we own the Stewart Boathouse, which is a block away. So they're both on the waterfront in downtown Stewart, have wonderful views of the waterway, of the Roosevelt Bridge. So we had to kind of do something slightly different. So Boathouse is more French American style with
Right.
heavy seafood presence. Hudson's, we did seafood as well because we're on the water and that's what people expect. But we went more Caribbean and Asian in theme. So that's kind of stylistically that's how those two differentiate between each other.
And we were talking, and I had to bring up something negative, but the parking there is tough. And you decided you're going to make it easier for your patrons, and you're doing valet parking now.
Yes, we are. So when you pull into downtown, the bulk of the restaurants are right there in the heart of downtown Stewart. But when you drive down towards underneath the Roosevelt Bridge, the parking does open up a little bit down there by the park and by Hudson's. And but we decided to do valet. So we have valet on our busy nights. And as we approach season, we'll add valet to more nights to make sure that our guests can pull right up out front, get out of their car and walk right into the restaurant.
Okay, so what sells the most?
So, I mean, we just built a new outside tiki bar.
Okay.
So that opened 2 weekends ago. So it's pretty new there. It's beautiful, seats 50 people or so, and so that's been a great new addition to the restaurant. But we sell a lot of sushi. We do a lot of sushi there. A lot of our dishes, we have duck 2 ways with pork belly fried rice,
Oh, wow.
which is a really neat dish that sells a ton. We do a short rib. We do some different fish dishes. So the menu is spread out. We have some nice sandwiches and salads as well.
Do you cater more to the seafood?
Yeah, I mean the seafood is a heavy presence on our menu, but we still offer a burger. We have a hamburger on the menu. We have a French dip sandwich. We do prime rib on Fridays and Saturday nights. We have a steak on the menu. So we do have some other options on the menu, but yeah, seafood is definitely the driving force of the menu.
Well, because a lot of stuff is seafood driven because you're on the water.
Correct.
So, and the boathouse is very similar. Do you do bread pudding at Hudson's?
Actually, Chef made a special of it the other day. He
And
made
you know why I asked that, right?
why?
Because in Boathouse you have it.
Boathouse, they used to. I think they
Okay.
took that. We took it off not too long ago and changed it out. We try to change the desserts out as frequently as we can, just to kind of freshen up.
Boathouse was
keep
the
it fresh.
first place I've had bread pudding.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was a chocolate something bread pudding, and I'm a chocolate lover, so they made me try it, and it was really really good.
I think if you're trying one of our desserts at Hudson's on the River, you got to do the deconstructed coconut cream pie.
Are you missing the word chocolate? When you miss the word chocolate, it's a brutal thing
You asked,
for me.
you were talking about the best dessert. I'm just telling you what I think the best dessert is there. But you can never go wrong with chocolate. We do a chocolate flan there,
Okay.
and that's made in house. All of our stuff at Hudson's is made in house. Everything it's a scratch kitchen, so we make everything.
Did you key lime pie?
Yes, individual key lime pies.
Only the reason I ask that is because it's my wife's favorite. She's allergic to citrus. It's the one citrus that she will take her Benadryl and then eat that.
Hey, I don't blame her.
Okay, so and I get it. So, is dining there, like soup, salad, entree, and dessert style? I mean, do you
No.
have a little bit of all that?
We do have all of that. So our New England clam chowder soup is a family recipe. It's fantastic. I'll put it up. I think we have the best New England clam chowder soup in town.
Okay.
Hands down. I'll bet on that. But no, our entrees are filling, so you don't have to necessarily get soup, salad, entree, and dessert. Would we like you to? Of course we would. We'd like you to eat all the way through the menu. But no, you can come in we do a great business lunch there. People come in. We do a ladies' night on Wednesday night. So ladies drink half off Wednesday nights at the bar. You can't beat that.
Full bar.
Full bar. Yep. And then Saturday and Sunday we do brunch. So every Saturday and Sunday we do brunch from 11 to 3, and we do unlimited mimosas with the purchase of an entree.
Okay, so how does your brunch differ from your regular menu?
So we have a stuffed French toast on there. We have eggs Benedict on there. We have some other breakfast type of items on the brunch menu. But we still offer the full menu, so you can still get the full menu, sushi, all that sort of stuff. But if somebody wants to have eggs Benedict, they can do that on Saturdays and
What
Sundays.
time do you open? What's your hours?
11 a.m. every single day. We close at 9 p.m. every day, with the exception of Friday, Saturday. We close at 10.
Okay, so no breakfast served during the week then?
No,
Okay, so only the brunch offers some sort of breakfast style.
correct.
Okay, so what's the future? I mean, are you constantly changing the menu?
Yeah, so we actually just changed the menu about a month ago. So we go through that. We see what the trends are happening in the industry, and we'll go with some of those trends. And we're always kind of developing the menu and continuing to develop the menu to give people really what they're looking for and what they want.
I mean, there are 8 million restaurants in Stewart.
I think there's 8,000,001 actually, but
And Martin County is, I mean, I sit on the board of the Stewart Martin Chamber, so I get to see all that stuff. When you decided to do this, were you concerned that there are so many restaurants and the fact that you have one right there?
well, I mean that would kind of make sense. However, we strive to be the best at what we do, and opening up that restaurant had a lot of meaning towards the owners. The name is from one of the owner's child, so that name does hold significant for us, and they really, the Boathouse was a pre-existing building.
Right.
Townies was pre-existing. Hurricanes, those are all pre-existing buildings. This was their first opportunity to actually build something from the ground up, from
Okay.
scratch. So the passion is there for both the owners. Senior, it's a father-son team, and the passion was there to build something from scratch and put all of their touches on everything. And sometimes that's a little different. The Stewart Boathouse was a pre-existing building. It was like, I believe it was attorney's offices prior to us taking it over as the Boathouse.
That's not big space.
So no, and so you have to work within those limits. So this one really gave them the freedom to kind of build up from the ground up and really build the kitchen they wanted, build the bar they wanted, build all that stuff without any restrictions whatsoever.
Have they always been in the food industry?
For the most part, yeah, for the last 30 years. So Between that and Hurricane Grill and Wings, they did that. They did some Dunkin' Donuts and stuff like that before that.
Well, Hurricane, okay, not taking away from it, but it's a base restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing like Boathouse.
No.
Okay.
No. Nothing.
Which I've been in, so I could talk about it. I haven't been in the other ones yet, but I know what it's like. You came into the studio here, and I started this in my house, so it was like now I had a chance to take space, even though the building was built, but I had a chance to break up what I wanted and make what I wanted, so that when people came in, they saw me.
Yeah.
Okay, and I started this industry. This wasn't an industry that existed. Now everybody with cell phones, a videographer, photographer, and a talk show host. But it doesn't really affect me because there's very few people that have the equipment that we have, and nor do they have the talent that we have. I have some of the best editors. I'm blessed, and that's a lead into how hard has it been to find good help.
So you would think it has been a challenge for this industry. It really has. I've seen it. Obviously, I have lots of friends in this business that own restaurants elsewhere in this area. However, we take really good care of our employees. Our employees stay with us for a long time because we give them health benefits and we talk to them when they come in and make them feel appreciated. So
Right.
so that helps us. We also have some great leaders. Our chefs and managers continue to develop our employees, and people like to be in a spot where they can learn and develop and continue to move on and progress in their careers. So I think that helps us retain a lot of our staff that we have, and it continues to work for us. So it's just about being passionate and taking care of your employees.
Oh well, most people don't really understand. Most business people don't understand that that's our front line. Okay, we here try to keep a level playing field. Yes, when push comes to shove, I pay the bills. I'm going to make the final decision, but I don't know that there's many times that I have to make that decision because I have the people that work here. They have a brain.
Yep.
They're part of a team. They're team players, and they're like family. We're
True.
all here like family, and that's what, in my opinion, it makes it work. I mean, I know you're always changing menu items and stuff, but what's the future for the company in general? Are they going to grow into more restaurants?
Yeah, I mean that's always our goal is to continue to grow and develop. It can be strategic, finding the right place that we want to continue to grow with, and that's a challenge. Real estate right now is a tough go at it.
I've been doing commercial real estate for 35 years.
So you probably know better than I do. I mean,
But I had the best mentor, so I know how to make deals that don't usually work in the normal segment of the population.
Yep.
So it's a little different for me, and I only do specialized type deals, and I don't I have this company and I have the chocolate company. I'm quite busy. So I'm only going to take on clients and people that I know are not going to give me any more heart attacks or strokes.
Right.
I already had 2 strokes this year. It's enough. But again, back to the restaurant industry, which is probably the toughest industry around.
We work on the smallest profit margins, and sometimes that is well, it's tough in and of itself. So really getting a good deal when it comes to every part of the business, and rent being one of those things.
Of course.
So you can't be paying high rent, and food cost is high and labor cost is high. All of these things have gone up. So we have to look for that advantage anywhere we can take it, and getting into a lease deal. The way we look at it is, hey, look, we plan on being there for a long time. We have history of showing that once we open a place, we go for it, and we're there. So it's just making sure that we find the right deal that fits for us, and not all deals fit.
No, without
for
a
both
doubt.
sides.
Right, without a doubt. We're getting to the top of our time. I've always said to people, use a professional, and in that case, when it comes to this scenario, I could tell you from experience that the Boathouse is an amazing place to eat. It's extremely friendly, extremely caring about their customers, even though they made me eat bread pudding, but I loved it. so I can't say anything. But I'm gonna try Hudson's and let you guys know what the story is. Where are you located? Let's go with that.
We're located at 351 Southwest Flagler Avenue in Stewart. It's right downtown underneath the Roosevelt Bridge.
You near the Flagler Center,
Yes,
okay?
right next to that.
You have a phone number?
Yep, 772-266-8061. We take reservations on Open Table. So if you're an Open Table person, you can go on Open Table and look for Hudson's on the River, and book a reservation with us.
Do you
We do happy hour.
suggest reservations?
I suggest reservations, especially on your busier days. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday brunch. Those are busier times, so I'd highly recommend a reservation for that. We do happy hour every day from 3 to 6. So that's nice. We do that. We do ladies' night on Wednesday night. Ladies drink half off at the bar from 5 to close. And then Saturday and Sunday, like I said, we do brunch from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. and we do unlimited mimosas. You can't beat that.
Everybody, check them out. Ben, thank you so much for coming
Thank you.
on. Everybody, use a professional. I always say it. I'm telling you, if Hudson's on the River is as good as the Boathouse, you're going to get great service and great food. With that, everybody, have a great day. We'll be right back.